Yo! Video games.
Revenge is bad and wrong, the game.
I'll just play Revengeance again.
Nice. That's a good revenge story. See, it was good that he had revenge. Shut up, Pantalones. Only spoilers I like it in my Mitsubishi. Yo, this guy's a rager. I like that.
I love Revengeance. Let's play Revengeance again. That's a good game.
Yeah, it's your birthday. Fire it up.
No. I'm gonna make you guys suffer. There's many other things I could devise to torture you with.
Damn.
For doing single player. Get away from me.
The best revenge story is Dan and Sagat. Did he say something like, "Oh, I could kick your ass," or my dad could kick your ass, and he's dead?
And he's dead.
Like,
yeah.
Okay. Yo, Dan, if you don't calm down, what the fuck, man?
Oh God, King of Fighters 13. Yum yum. Wait, that's on Steam, isn't it?
Yeah, KO13's on Steam.
We could parsec that. Jesus.
I mean, yeah. You can probably just play it and it would be fine because it's delay based.
Yeah. Is the net? I don't know. Is the netcode any decent on it though?
No, it's delay based. So
like
if you're
this.
close, it's fine.
So it's just like this.
Yep.
Fuck.
And that's the thing,
Goddamn, I would kill
really
for a fucking dust
give
button.
Neil Druckmann credit for how good that game looks. You kind of could, because he still is a director, but could you really give him credit?
Make
for
it
that?
look good.
Yeah, right. Like, I mean, how much direction did he have?
I mean, he's still the one who signs off on it at the end of the
That's
day.
true. That's true. I mean,
Like, make it look good.
I mean,
Yeah, right.
they
But I
could
mean,
have.
it's like,
They could have not worked that hard and just be like, "Don't worry about it. Just make it. Just ship it." You know.
yeah.
He absolutely pushed for the fidelity to be that high.
But that's like saying, "Oh, Star Wars is good because, Lucas
The
made
cinematography.
the direction to make it that good," and you're like,
Well, that's what people are saying about. I mean, we're getting this topic, and we're just,
God damn it! You don't wait.
we're opening a can of worms now.
Is
We're
she-
talking about Star
is-
Wars.
Is Testament and Dizzy hidden, or are they just not playable on X?
I don't think they're.
No, he's not.
Those are your
Unless he's,
XX characters.
Secret character.
I think they're either bosses or they don't show up
They
playable
are
until the next
secret,
game.
or they are bosses. But I swear to God, there was a way to play them in X. I don't know. Chat will tell me.
Ah, there you go.
Dizzy isn't in X. That's bullshit.
Nasty just called it. He said Neil isn't the art director. Give the credit to the art director. So
Well,
there you go.
sure, but Neil's still the head of production.
Sure. Do you think he gives do you think he has that much input in the art direction?
Oh
He's
yeah.
like, make it look good.
Oh yeah.
You look good. Okay.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
good. Okay.
He
Okay,
still,
does it look
he
good? All right, it
still
looks great,
okays
thanks.
everything.
I'm sure he okays it, but I don't think he has that much input, to be honest. I'm pretty sure the art
He
director.
absolutely does.
Well, that's the reason why the producer hires an art director outside of the main director, because the art director is
Look.
one that is a professional at art direction.
Sure, but it's still the main dude's call on everything.
You know who main dude's call is? The producer, not Neil Druckmann. He's the one that.
Not in a video game. Producer's there to make sure it gets done on time.
Yeah, and if something doesn't get done on time, he has the final word.
Just kind of reach around.
He's the VP of Naughty Dog. Yes, he is. But when it
damn.
comes, but you're dealing with departments that are
Tighten
trying
up the graphics in level 3.
Yeah. yeah.
That's what he says.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Tighten up those graphics level 3 before you go to lunch.
And then Neil Stuckman said, and my mom said I'd never get anywhere playing these video games.
Basically, what I'm saying is to say he had no involvement or even little involvement.
Neil
How
Muckbutt.
good that game looked is just a blatant lie. You
Neil
suck
Muckbang.
ass. She doesn't have the really cool... Or do they have the really cool instant deaths in here?
Yes.
I mean, I could say the same thing for Ed Boon and MK11 when it comes to the design of the
Ed Boon has a lot less
to
do probably than Neil did with Last of Us.
Right. Well, I mean, because Boon didn't have much input on the combat system. He was just like, okay, that's good.
He's in a very different position.
Yeah, because it's departments. It's always it's like separate departments that come together to make a game.
He's like, everyone has got their stuff, and like, okay, what are you showing me?
That's why they hire these people. They hire these separate directors for different departments because they know they can do the job well. And at the end of the day, sure,
you're acting like he didn't have any fucking say or control.
That's what I'm saying. Sure, he has the final say, but I seriously doubt he had too much input in something.
And I say he absolutely fucking did.
Okay.
He's not just the VP. He's not just the director. He's not just the fucking writer and creator of those characters for nothing.
Mukbang was like, I want the graphics good.
Yeah. But I know what Simmons is saying. Being a VP of the company means you have a lot more input than just a director of the game who is just being hired as the game.
He's also the writer and shit. This is
he's the writer of the story. So you got story, you got direction of how the game is paced, which was obviously a bad direction on his part, and you probably have art direction, which is more likely made mostly by the art director. But sure, he would have some input on that as well.
A lot.
Yeah. Neil Mukbang's like, yo, I want this game to look good and I want it to parallax.
Yeah.
And they're like, yep, you got it, Mr. Neil Mukbang.
We got it.
My God, you fucking big titty hoe.
Crunch times. Great input. So this needs to look good, and we're gonna shorten the time to get this game out.
Yeah.
That's not it. Yeah, fuck whatever.
Who's in charge of MK11 gameplay? I forgot his name.
Paulo Garcia.
Paulo and one other dude.
Yeah, Paulo and
the same. They've been in charge of MK gameplay since like fucking MK4 or some shit.
Almost, yeah. I'd say almost, yes.
Here's the thing. Ed was probably involved in a creative process that was like, we want to bring Mortal Kombat back to Mortal Kombat 2.
Yeah.
We want to bring back MK to like the MK1, MK2 style of gameplay, and not the MK3 style anymore. So they hand that over to the game designers. We want to emulate MK2 style. Strike, throw, you know, kind of like short combos, big damage, sort of things. And that's what they did. We want to get away from the combo-ness. It's too intimidating.
Right.
Too confusing. Scares people.
It makes it real boring to watch.
But I understand what's going on.
I mean, do you?
Scorpion threw a guy.
I understand it's less impressive to look at.
Stop using the same characters, jeez. Oh, he's getting so angry. I'm surprised nobody clapped them yet. I'm amazed, chat.
You are free to go play this game on your own.
Got him.
You bitch.
Garrus punches down, then straight. Yes. Great combo design. Okay, so we're gonna have a character. We're gonna have him punch down and then straight, and he's gonna be safe. So if he does it again, there's nothing the other guy can do about it. So just let him do that over and over again. Let's do that. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's gonna have projectiles that catch you from across the screen, and yeah, it's a low and it's instant. And if he gets you from the farthest part, it's a crushing blow. So just do that.
Crushing.
Yeah, I'm a great combat designer. Look at this character. Oh, okay.
Well,
So
characters were designed individually by people. Like Paulo's like, okay, you know, this is the design like, and then people were assigned characters.
Right, and so when they did that character, he signed off on it?
I guess, yeah. I mean, Garrus was designed by Dizzy.
Dizzy was like, I need a character that's just going to win.
Probably.
He's an FTC guy. What do you think he
There you
did?
go. Fighter.
He was like, I want this character to just do everything.
What do you think he was doing? They make a bad character?
No, I'd figured since he was an FGC guy, he would make a balanced character.
You gotta understand, fighting game players want to win.
Yeah, they want to get the character that
They
wins.
don't want things like when you're competitive with a fighting game, you're interested in winning, not how much fun it is.
Oh, that sucks.
When you're competitive,
Well, you
it's
know
about
what? I
winning.
figured he would make a character that is not just balanced, but okay, sure, make a character that's able to win, but a little bit more interesting. You know, not just really, really boring. You know, just okay. Just
Fucking
sit there
everyone
on
in that
character,
game, though.
spam this out. Okay, cool. Great character. Great character design.
Look, someone coming in and out of Discord? Or is that me? Might be me. I'll have to check after this.
Sure, Liu Kang is a lot of fun. He's more fun to look at. I think Kung Lao is a lot of fun to look at too, because that character.
Yeah, but Kung Lao, he's still kind of low key.
Oh, he's ridiculous. Like he's a lot of fun to watch.
He's low key MKX character a bit.
Jesus.
MKX light, like diet MKX. Like with Stevia.
Fuck. Viking seems like she's better in this game than she was in Rev 2.
She's decent. I don't know what actually makes her good in this, but
Rev 2 seems like she had...
Yeah, I mean the Wing
She
Chun is
struggled.
cute, but they already gave him Wing Chun in MKX, and he had a little bit of it in MK9, but not much.
goddamn, I had dust.
Yeah.
What dust? Ooh, you beefed through that shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, not putting as many ninjas as possible. I agree.
How dare they?
Oh, there's that skip.
Oh, goddamn. Walk up grab. You know, her tits aren't as big in this one.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
I know.
What? Viking. Just saying. She's a lot bigger in Rev 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Alright.
definitely one of those things where I was
Okay.
like, okay.
Seemed to go a little overboard there.
Viking and Guilty Gear XX? I thought she was crazy good in this game.
Well, okay then.
I'm just pointing it out. I'm just saying.
We're getting somewhere.
Like, all of the muscle mass that went into
Whoa.
Soul went right into her boobs in Rev 2.
That is all right. That's some solid information.
Look it up, Steve. I'm not
I
lying.
will
Yeah.
extensively.
Google it, Steve.
Google it right now.
Google
Right next to
Biken's
mukbang.
tits.
I'm gonna Google Bacon's tits and mukbang.
Bacon.
Yeah. Google her tits right now, Steve.
Bacon tits. That's what I'm gonna be searching it up right now. Here we go, Google. Don't let me down.
I have a 5-page Reddit form on it, Steve.
Okay,
Check it out.
Okay. Is it on your Twitter? I'll
Yeah,
check
it's
that
on my
out.
Twitter. I wrote a
Whoa,
Reddit
what the
forum and
fuck?
how they
Low?
changed
That doesn't
Okay,
look
drastically in
okay,
between
okay.
games.
Really don't look low.
Is it on your LinkedIn? Because I'm trying to find
Yeah,
it.
it's also on there too.
Bitch!
Chat just said it's on your OnlyFans.
Ah,
page,
fuck, I couldn't
so
get
yes.
the super out. Son of a bitch.
I have to have a subscription to get to that. I mean, I don't think I want
I can gift you one.
Okay, awesome. That's
Yeah.
Blame the
Alright, it's
cosplay? Why would we blame the
it's
cosplay?
directly about her tits, right?
Yeah, and how they've changed
Over time.
over time, sizes, jiggle physics, so forth like that.
The weight and distribution as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna-
The engines they use to animate them.
The animation of the bouncing. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
How they each individually parallax.
What
okay.
the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a problem with the areolas in the first one, so I'm
Well-
gonna need extensive information on the size, the differential.
I hate you. I had my hair out. That's bullshit.
Because
Invincible Super.
Invincible.
sometimes
Are
artists
all
have
supers
trouble with that,
invincible?
and that
Yeah.
Most of them, yeah.
They don't get stuffed.
Yeah, there was too much parallaxing. I knew that since the jump.
I hate
Well,
the
in
fact
Rev,
that-
yes.
I hate
In
the
Rev.
fact that there are people who have these conversations unironically.
Really? I would imagine.
Dude, do you remember when Dead or Alive 6 was first announced and they're like, we're gonna tone it down? Everyone's like,
I also
They
wrote
turned
7-page Reddit on that.
They turned into Gorgonites. It's like, turn the tits down. They all started mutating.
it looked like fucking
That would happen.
Golem in Two Towers when he had like the elven rope on him. He's like squirming and shit.
They started transforming immediately. Like their skin started to break apart. Like,
Right?
I can't even play this game if there's no tits. Fuck! This game's unplayable.
They turned into Gorgonites immediately.
Oh,
Now I'm gonna have to play this game with 2 hands instead of 1 hand on my dick and the other hand on buttons.
Oh shit, man.
Shit.
God, I love this song. You could get hit by that. Oh, fuck.
You get hit by that.
And DOA 6 is dead as fuck. Yeah, a little bit. Another
Supposed
game
to
that
fat
had the,
bump
DOA has always struggled to hold like a community or get good sales. It's always struggled.
Got a bunch of DLC sales off of 5 for all the wrong
Yeah,
reasons.
from like 5 guys
damn.
who spent $1,000.
You know what? I actually bought DLC for Part 5. You know what it was? Yeah, they had Guilty Gear costumes.
No shit.
Yep, and I was like, wait, what? I'm like, oh, I'm buying that shit.
Did they approve that?
Yeah, it was Arc System costumes.
Really?
I was like, cool, and I bought it. Chat knows. There was a Milia costume for one of the characters, and I learned that character because I could make her look like Milia from Exard.
Nice. That's all that mattered. As long as you can make it look like Amelia.
Yep.
See, that's the thing. I always, consider that to be a titty fighting game too, but the thing is that it's a solid fighting game. And you got guys
Just because
out
it's
there
titty fighting game.
Suzy that are like amazing at the game, and they
Just because it's a titty fighting game doesn't mean the game's bad.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's a solid. Like Suzy is like an amazing player of the game, and
It just has no tact.
Oh,
Oh, you know who else? Perfect Legend too. He was a champ.
Wasn't Sonic Fox a good player in that?
No, Perfect Legend.
Sonic Fox also was a huge Guilty Gear. I'm sorry, not Guilty Gear, but
DOA?
DOA player.
Yeah,
Really?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know what's funny is like the combos in Dead or Alive, like 5.
They're pretty solid. Yeah,
They're
no,
sol- and they're
I think
hard to
it's
do. They're
improved,
very, very like picky. Like really, like you have to be really like on the ball.
Yeah.
With some of them. Some of them are very sensitive. Like it's like wow, man. There's actually some like harsh. Oh, I'm fucked.
Ride the light. Was it the Fight of the Robots? What was the game you hated with a passion, Max? The
Rise of the Robots.
See, no,
Yeah,
that
it
game had
sucks.
potential. That game could have.
No!
No, it had.
No!
No, it,
I don't think it ever had potential.
the
ever.
design of the characters.
They're
like,
not.
No! You play as a fucking forklift, man!
Dude,
That was a fork.
dude, there's no good design in
Why
that
did you
game.
buy
You
the game,
have, you have
Max?
no memory of
Try
it.
to see where
Because the
Steve is
dude on the
coming
cover
from.
looked cool.
What?
The
Because the
one
character
character on the
broke,
cover
right?
looked cool,
Yeah,
and then he plays a fucking forklift when you get into the game.
He was.
That's the
It's
same
called
reason
box
why
art
you-
bamboozle.
That's the same reason why you bought into KI. There's a fucking a lizard that runs around and eats you and shit. Like, come on.
It's a velociraptor. Where were you in the
Velociraptor.
90s?
Give me a break, bro. Come on. That's
Give you a
stupid.
break? Excuse me?
No, it's a velociraptor.
There
Get
isn't
outta
a
here with
fucking
that shit. It's the
person
same
on
concept.
Earth
You
who
saw
didn't
a
think
cool
that was
character,
cool.
You saw full gore. You saw a
Are
cool
you
character
fucking
like, oh
throwing
my god, I
shade
gotta
at
play this
Riptor?
game. No, I'm talking about the reason why somebody would jump in to start playing Rise of the Robots. We all saw the main character when it first came out. That character looked dope as fuck. And you're like, oh my god, I gotta play this character. I gotta play this game. Same thing with me. Max fell for the same trope shit that I did when I bought the game.
Fuck.
And then I played it, and I was like, oh no. Oh no. But the potential was there for it to be a cool game because of cool characters. And you're like, oh my god, it's gonna be amazing. And then it was
Forklift
like,
is sick.
and then it was like, oh no.
When you
Yeah, I'm
hit
talking
you.
shit about Riptor. Riptor's stupid. Fight me.
Ah, what?
Well, man, I didn't get sold on Killer Instinct from the fucking box art. I got sold on it from the arcade.
Well, yeah, same here. Same here.
No, but he's talking about Rise of the Robots.
Yeah. No, but what Max is saying is that he didn't. He played Killer Instinct because he saw it in the arcade. Something about it must have caught his eye. Must have been the combos. Must have been the characters.
No,
whatever
it's
the
called the
case.
fucking blaring ass speakers.
Coming soon to your home in 1995.
Nah, man. At that
And then
time,
you're like, what is that? And then you go
Killer
over there and
Instinct
like,
was
oh,
ahead of its
shit.
time when it came to graphics, bro. That shit was amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you could be on the other side of a mall and hear the game.
Uh,
Then you're like, what is that noise? You go over there and you're like, oh shit, look at this.
well, that, I mean, that could be said about some of the Street Fighter stuff too. Like,
Nothing was as loud as a fucking KI cab, though.
KI cabs were designed to be dangerously loud.
dangerously loud.
Actually, if you watch the Killer Instinct documentary, Ken explains it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna break it down really fast. They knew that lower combo things like, you know, triple combo and hyper combo would be low.
Yeah.
But until you start to get into like the killer and ultras, they knew that people weren't going to hear that stuff because there was no game facts or anything. There was no way for people to know what ultras were until later. So what they did was they made ultra combo like 10 times as loud as the other things in the game. And they knew that on day one, the arcade owners would have like an issue with games being so loud. So what they do, they put the things in the game that are super loud behind like informational blocks.
Fuck you, Max.
I'm
Wow,
dead.
he got it.
So
God.
in the game, you would only start hearing ultra combo and all these difficult things way later. So the arcade owners would have no idea. They wouldn't turn the machine down.
Hey, that's a
Just
great
turn it on, push a couple of buttons, and like, okay, there you go.
Did you see that destroyed? That was stupid. He had full health. This man murdered him with 0 health.
Classic guilty gear.
That's my fault for not paying attention.
That's definitely why.
Story.
I'll just sit there and look at him the whole match if he does it again.
What the hell was that?
That's guilty.
But yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that's a game design, you know. That does make sense. I mean, make the game more appealing to the general crowd when they don't see that shit.
Guilty Gear's so cool. See, people say we don't like anime. We love Guilty Gear.
KI was too violent power? I don't know about that.
Although the thing is, Guilty Gear's like cool anime.
KI was definitely nowhere near leagues of Mortal Kombat at the time.
KI had a lot of its notoriety because Nintendo itself was pumping the shit out of it in like Nintendo Power and stuff like that. So like, it's a first-party game, so it's getting all kinds of like first-party advertisement. That's what really.
Wait, well, wasn't it? Nintendo owned it in the arcades before it made it to the console, right?
Well, they always owned it.
They always owned it. Okay. Yeah, which is funny to me because I'm so surprised that Nintendo signed off on a game like that at the start. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They were too. Ken explain it. They were like, we got the name Killer Instinct. They're okay with it. We're like, no fucking way.
Right?
Super conservative Nintendo at the time was okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was just one guy who, like, he's like, yeah, sure, fucking.
Yeah, I was like,
Why not? Go ahead.
maybe it was Neil Druckmann.
No, Neil Mukbang.
Oh
Oh,
fuck.
okay, gotcha.
Neil Stuckman.
Oh,
Okay.
KI wasn't the first to get combos, but the way that the design of the combos was, like, I think it was the first to have a combo counter. But as far as the first to be combos, no, there was plenty of games like that.
Street Fighter 2 still had counters. They had counters at Champion
No,
Edition?
combo counters count like.
Yeah. Well, Street Fighter would do
Street
it
Fighter
too,
had it
like
before.
6 combos.
KOF games had it. I mean, SNK games had it.
Yeah.
Honestly, it wasn't until Children of the Atom that I noticed like combos being like a big thing in arcade.
Yeah, like being like
I
counting.
mean, that was like everyone
fuck?
talked about combos, even in Street Fighter 2 back in the early days, about doing combos and shit.
They revolutionized combos.
Before they were tallied on screen, people used to talk about them. But like,
Yeah.
when I remember when it became like, oh, a central mechanic of the gameplay, to me it was like Children of the Atom.
Yeah. And do you remember
Wow.
trying to do combos and like air combos? Like you had to push down up after you launched them.
Yep.
It was weird, man.
timing window.
Did you want to switch games, Simmons?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
What else do we have?
Do-do-do-do.